there, I'm Mr. Fluff Something, and today we're gonna be working in a bubble. Yep, you heard me right, a bubble. A 5 by 5 by 5 bubble. But why? Well, because there's been this thing going around, this little virus, yeah, and we want to stay away from it. So here we are, bubble. And I need to survive in this bubble. So we're gonna need a few essentials to live in a bubble. We need food, we need money, which is emeralds, and most importantly, we need storage. Now let me show you what I've worked on so far. So I wanted to make it so that we had infinite access to food and money. So over here, I invented a little villager system. So as you can see, there are two villagers, and they're both librarians. Both librarians allow you to buy bookshelves and sell books. And if you didn't know, that could actually be very, very, very easily exploited. And you can exploit this by using a zombie. So right in the center there, I have a little zombie that can kill the villagers and turn them into zombie villagers. And once they're turned into zombie villagers, I can cure these villagers and make them have less trades since I cured them. So as you can see, I can quickly open up this little area and the zombie would attack the villager. And once the villager is turned into a zombie, I simply close up this, and then I shoot it with a weakness arrow, and right click it with a golden apple, and it will cure. And once the villager is cured, as you can see, everything is worth 1 emerald and 1 book. So as you can see, I am currently in survival mode, and I have only 1 emerald. So if I quickly right click this guy and give my 1 emerald to this guy for a bookshelf, then I can use this bookshelf to get books. So I can quickly place it down and then break it, and I instantaneously have 3 extra books. I can then sell these books to the guy again, and he can get casually scammed, and I'll have 2 more emeralds than usual. How to be a scammer. But it works, and I can quickly sell all of my emeralds to the farmer and get food. So it's a win-win situation. I get food and money. Well, not really a win-win situation for them, but a win-win situation for me, which is all that counts, right? But there was one issue. Once I buy from these guys, they don't restock for a very long time. And also, that zombie prevents me from sleeping because I'm way too close to it and I can't sleep when monsters are nearby. So I came up with a solution. Instead of going to bed and waking up and having to do all that for the villagers to reset the trades, I went to another dimension. Literally, if you didn't know, if I went to the end dimension and brought my villagers with me, they infinitely restock without me having to sleep. And the zombie can be there too. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. And here we are, the end. So now we have it so that everything is over here and all the villagers are in here. Everything is 1 emerald and costs 1 book, and it all works out. Oh, and also the main reason why we're down in the end is, now they all restock constantly, no matter what, even if you don't sleep. Now, let's work on the next issue. Storage. Storage is vital, but it's very, very hard to make space for a little 5 by 5 by 5 area and contained a whole storage system. So I guess it's time to make the tiniest storage room ever. And I am not doing a good job at figuring that out. This thing takes up the entire room, and it's huge, and it works, but it's gigantic. Ay. But I really don't see how I can make this storage room any thinner, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but for now, I'm just gonna sort out everything else. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna change everything else that I've made so far so that it fits in this 4 by 4 by 5 area, since we don't really have the room anymore. And after a bit of redecorating, everything is back to normal and it's just nice and symmetrical. Just kidding. I figured out how to make the storage room way smaller, so here we are. And it works perfectly. If I hit this button, it'll just collect the 2 shulker boxes and spit out another one. And if you want to choose what specific shulker box you want up there, you put whatever's in here, take it out, then grab whatever you want, which I want, let's say magenta, put in the one that was originally in there, put it in the dropper, and hit the button, And look, magenta. Perfection. But now you're probably thinking, okay, you finished this small little bubble house, now what the heck is the point? Why would I stick myself in a 5x5x5 area in the middle of nowhere just because, yes? Well, this is why. This 5x5x5 bubble can actually stack on top of itself. So we could have multiple bubbles next to each other and across and above and below, which leads me on to my next point. Let me introduce you to the one, the amazing, the only Bubble Hotel in Minecraft. So this Bubble Hotel is 6x6 and every single room is livable for like 2 or 3 people. It should usually be 1 person, but 2 or 3 could work. It would just be really, really cramped. And because it's 6x6, about 36 people can fit in here. My point is, if people wanted to, a bunch of people could get together and create this giant hotel, and it would be very, very, very efficient. All the rooms are tiny, compact, and have everything you need to live. And this bubble house works in the end, overworld, and nether. And I may not be in the nether right now, but that's just because I'm too lazy to make another bubble house. But what I'm saying is it works in all 3 dimensions. And just as an example, I am going to spend around about 30 minutes to an hour in here and see how far I can progress. Oh, and real quick before we start, I just want to say I actually modified the storage system. So instead of the minecart being in the middle in between these 2 blocks, it's actually now on the side because when it was in the middle, whenever I put items in here, it would just immediately go into the minecart hopper and pick it up and put it away. And it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be stored in the shulker box. So I just had to move the minecart a little bit, and now I hit the button and I collect the boxes and just casually throw them in. It's not that bad. It's a minor inconvenience. It's not that bad. And even if I tried to fix the storage system so it automatically picks up all the shulker box, that wouldn't work. You see, I have a 5x5x5 area, and if I wanted this thing to work fully automatically, I press the button and it all goes into place, then this hopper and this minecart would have to be 2 blocks lower. And if I did that, then it would no longer be 5x5x5, and I would fail the challenge. So there's no real way that I could fix it. So, I just wanted to let you guys know. With that out of the way, let's begin the 30-minute survival challenge. To begin the survival challenge, I first broke the bookshelf. I used this bookshelf to collect books so I could sell it for more emeralds. Then I can make 3 bookshelves with it, and get 9 bookshelves, and then get 9 emeralds, and continue the grind. All of these bookshelves I'm breaking is worth 3 emeralds, which means 3 more bookshelves. It's a duplicating money system. It's absolutely insane. After collecting all of the books, I can sell it for an insane amount of emeralds. Like, look at this. I am 2 minutes in and I have 51 books. That is equal to 51 emeralds. And 51 emeralds is worth a full diamond helmet and diamond boots. And also a diamond chestplate. I'm 3/4 diamond once I turn these into emeralds. What? 1 5.5 minute AFK session later. Let's go. I'm halfway there and I'm about to be extremely bougie. Oh, and if you're wondering, we're exactly 9 minutes in. That's it. 9 minutes and I have half diamond armor and 9 golden carrots. This is the best bubble box apartment in Minecraft, because I totally know other bubble box apartments. From this angle, for all you know, I'm full diamond armor. See? This guy approves. Oh my gosh! Told you. Another very long and AFK grinding session later, and after 30 minutes of grinding, well, not really grinding, because I don't really need to grind in a 5x5x5 cube, but after 30 minutes, I have full diamond armor. And I have emeralds left over to go over to this villager and buy myself some carrots, even though I haven't even needed it throughout this whole thing. Probably for the fact that I'm in such a tiny space that I'm not even running around and I don't lose any hunger at all. But whatever, golden carrots, it makes me look bougie. But in the end, this bubble house was a ton of fun to make, and it was a really cool challenge, and I had a lot of fun with everything here. And I still think it's kind of cool that you can make a hotel from all these. It looks really awesome in my opinion. So that's the end of this video. I hope that you all enjoyed. This was so much fun to make, and I hope I can do something like this again. Alright, see you guys later.